What's up, Cowboy Nation and Cowboy Headquarters, and welcome to the Dallas Cowboy Huddle. What's up, Cowboy Nation and Cowboy Headquarters, and here we are, midweek video time. You know, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna try to start doing it on Wednesdays. We're gonna basically try to come up with the strategies of winning the game on Sunday. And the reason I say that because, man, I went back and I looked at the video of the 49'ERS and watch the game that they played against Washington. And I must say, Washington did their thing. Even though Washington scored on their offense, I got this heat on. Even though Washington didn't score on offense, basically their touchdowns came from the defense side of the ball, but they still won. But overall, they did enough to win. And 49'ERS didn't do enough to win. Started off good. I saw some good signs of things that they were doing, but they just couldn't finish. But before we get started, y'all know what I got to say. Thanks to all my subscribers and all the followers of this channel, where we come together and talk nothing but cowboy talk. And the Cowboy what? Huddle. Yes, indeed. And if you haven't had the chance to hit the notification button, please hit the notification button so you will be notified when the next video will be posted. Okay? So let's get right on into this thing. So what I did, I took the time to go back and look at the film. And I was going to put the film up, but it's going to take too long. But I was looking at certain things with the 49'ERS offense and the 49'ERS defense. And what we have to do on offense in order to be successful, and what we have to be doing on defense in order to be successful. But before we get started, y'all already heard, I'm sure y'all heard that Jerry Jones got on 105.3 The Fan and said, hey, McCarthy's going to be back. Okay, and I kind of figured that. I knew McCarthy was going to come back. But, I mean, you know. But he also mentioned that, you know, he likes Mike McCarthy, and he also mentioned that, you know, he likes Bones Fassel. Bones Fassel is the tight, no, not the tight end. I think he's tight end, but he's also the special team coach. But there was one individual that he didn't mention, and that was Mike Nolan. So I think it's safe to say that Mike Nolan will not be back next year. And you have to realize that Jerry's going to have to find a scapegoat to use for this horrendous season that we have had this year. So Mike Nolan will be the scapegoat that he will use to defend himself for the 2020 season. Okay, but he did mention Mike McCarthy and Bone Fassel. I don't know about Kellen Moore. But personally, I really think Kellen Moore is going to be a head coach with us within a few years. I just, for whatever reason, Wonder Boy, you know, Jerry Jones like those kind of guys, but we'll see. But anyway, so I took out the time, man, and I looked at the 49'ERS, and I watched how they matched up against Washington as far as their offense against Washington's defense. And I watched their defense match up against Washington's offense. Okay? So I'm going to start with our offense. Okay? Versus the 49'ERS defense. And let me say, the 49'ERS has a pretty good front four. And they're going to blitz. They will blitz on from the edge. They're going to definitely bring pressure, you know. So, in order for us to be successful, knowing that the line that we have, our line is depleted. All we have is Joe Looney, and we have Connor Williams. These are those only two starters. McGovern is new. Brandon Knight is new. Terrence Steele is new. So they know what they're going to have to do. They're going to confuse this front line. They're going to give different looks because they do. Now, 49ers show different look. They'll show blitzes and then they'll drop back. Sometimes they'll do a delay blitz and come at you. So it's going to be really, really challenging for our offense, especially trying to run the ball against these guys. I really think it's going to be really, really difficult. But here's the kicker to that. The way you overcome your weakness on your line is being able to do something other, which I call a long distance handoff. Long distance handoff, or more like screen passes. And we're going to have to run screen passes. We're going to have to run. Now, you guys jot this down. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard now. And I'm looking at these play calls by Washington and by the 49ers. And, man, I'm telling you, it just, when I coached and when I played, man, if we saw a certain formation, say, for instance, we're in an offense. And the offense is lined up. I'm playing the slot. And I know that there's one safety. And there's one linebacker. And maybe my route is to do a vertical. So that's the first play. Second play is if I notice this lineup, my job is to take the drag route. To draw either the linebacker or the safety. And if we're running the trips, that means now the other receiver is going to take and basically run at the safety. So now the safety has to make him out, and then we put the outside receiver in more of a vertical. Then you have an out route on the other side, and maybe you have the inside receiver doing a vertical. So with this one safety, what happens is make this one safety have to decide who am I going to pick up. So these are things that it was more like how we played touch football in the street. Okay? I heard Lamar Jackson say, he said, sometimes you got to play street ball. And you do. But if the play calls for you to do one thing, but if you recognize what the defense looked like, there should always be play 2 behind play 1. And I noticed some of those plays that Washington was calling, it's like, do they not see this? Here it is. There's an opportunity for this guy to take a drag across the field and draw this linebacker, and where you can bubble this running back at. So I say that to say, whenever we lined up on the ball and we looked at the defense, we were able to run the first play. But if we saw a different look, everything we did was situational plays. So our coach would say, okay, we're in a 4-3, cover. Okay, here they come, man. So what are we going to do now? Okay, they're pressing. What are we going to do now? Are we going to stay in the same route? Well, we would call it, we call red dog. We'll call zebra, whatever it was. We knew what that was because we realized it, and my quarterback realized it. So we'll see if Andy Dalton and if Kellen Moore sets these guys up to have play A and play B. This is how you play situational ball. Situational ball is about what the defense gives you, and you have to be able to audible or check out of whatever play you're running. But again, what I'm seeing with our front line and way the 49ers bring the pressure, we're going to have to do a bunch of screen lefts, screen rights, just to keep the pressure off of us. But not only that, I also put down here, we have to do a bunch of quick passes. We have to do quick passes. We got to do quick slants. We got to do quick outs. These are extension running games. Especially the screen passes. But if you can't run the ball. One thing I did notice about the 49ers, they like to drop back. They're going to let you throw underneath. They're not going to let you get deep, but they will let you throw underneath. Okay? So, I'm hoping Kellen Moore has done his homework. Again, y'all watch it. Write this down. The 49ers, if you throw on them, they're going to drop back. And they're going to let you throw underneath. So that gives us a green light to throw quick slants, quick outs, up and ins, different those type of routes we should be able to run. And you throw enough of those. Then once they start putting two safety back, because they like to play with one safety. They're gonna play with one safety. They're gonna show you some different looks. They're gonna show you some different looks. And you're gonna think 4 is rushing. They're gonna come with 6. You're gonna see 3. Look like 3 is on the line. They're gonna bring 3 more. So they're gonna give you different looks. But when they do drop back, they drop back and they let you have what's underneath. So basically, I would come out, play the first play. If I know it's a blitz, I'm running block, call it out. Okay, zebra, go from that run play to the screen pass. Boop, move the ball. Now we're 2nd and 5. We go from 2nd and 5. Now we might come with a run play. Boom. Now it's 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. This is how you play ahead of the chain. For whatever reason, I think Kellen Moore is not playing for the first downs. He's playing for the touchdowns. But you have to play to move the chain. So in order for us to move the chain against these guys here, what we're definitely going to have to do, we'll have to do the screen passes and quick passes. And once again, like I got written down here, offense has to use audibles against the 49ers. They're going to have, because they're going to give you different looks. If they show a zone, then they'll bring some guys up front. So you're going to have to be able to audible out that those vertical routes that you're running and go back to your screen pass. If you know they're coming, dump it off. What else did I put? Yeah, you got to pass underneath. I put down here, we have to pass underneath if the running game is not working. Okay? We have to take what they give us. And this is something that Andy Dalton's going to have to see. He's going to have to be able to see. He's going to have to be able to take what they give us. Again, when you're in practice, we practice in situation. If they run a 3-4, this is what we run. If they bring a blitz on that 3-4, we know what this play, the audible play is going to be. You got to have a set of plays. You can't just get to the line and say this is the play, and you see that there's a blitz coming, you just go ahead and run it anyway. No, you can't do that. An offensive coordinator always have plan A and plan B. And you have to make adjustments. So if we can come out and play ahead of the chain, so on first down we can move the ball, we throw a screen pass, we pick up 7 yards. Whoa! Now it's 2nd and 3 instead of trying to run, throw a deep pass on 1st and 10 and incomplete. Now guess what? It's 2nd and 10. So yeah, we definitely have to pass underneath if they don't get us the running game, but also. In this game, due to the fact that our offensive line is very limited, it's very thin, we're going to have to at least put our field goal kicker in good field goal position. Okay? We're definitely going to have to do that. We're going to have to at least move the ball within inside the 50. See, what was that Baltimore game? He missed 3 field goals. But, and I understand that it's only one job that he has to do. But the fact of the matter is, it's like you can't keep putting a pitcher on the mound when the bases are loaded and say, okay, get us out of this jam. Every game, you got closing pitchers that's like that. But a lot of the closing pitchers, they're not faced with loaded bases every time they come in to finish the game. It might be one runner, or it may not be any runners on. But we keep putting Greg the leg in bad position to where he's forced to make these field goals. So if we can get, and we know he can make the 50-yarders, but if we can get him within the 30s or maybe the 20s and take those field goals, build his confidence up. So we definitely have to stay in field goal range. And I'm gonna tell you another thing I wrote down here. Also, if I'm correct, Sherman continues to play on one side. Yeah, for the 49ers. What's his name? Sherman. What's his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Old dude. So my game plan as an offensive coordinator is we're gonna go with Sherman. We're gonna wear Sherman out. We're going after the weakest link, and the weakest link is Sherman. What is his name? Sherman. Dang it, I can't think of his name. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. But that's what I'm going after. With the two receivers we got with Amari and Gallup, they're gonna take their turns and work on him. Exactly. And what I would do, I would have CeeDee Lamb on that side. Whatever side that majority of my plays are going to come with the two receivers on that side. I think we can get Sherman that way. So let's make sure. Let's look at that and see if that's what we do. Let's see if we go after Sherman and make him work. I'm trying to think of the guy's first name. So, and that's why I put down here, for every one play, there should be two plays. Okay, and I say that again due to the fact that they're going to show their defense, 49ers defense, going to show different looks. And they're going to blitz. They're going to come. They'll come up the middle and they're going to come on the edge. So if we can do that, we might be successful on offense. And one thing I did notice about the 49ers defense, they did pretty good up in the first half. But that third quarter, fourth quarter, they were worn out. They stayed on the field a lot because Mullins wasn't able to do anything with the ball. Okay, so the defense kept. So guess what? Our best defense is going to be our offense. Our best defense will be our offense because we know that our defense and Mike Nolan and his play calling is not going to win the game for us. Okay, we'll take Cincinnati, but it's not Cincinnati that we playing. One thing about this game, this has always been a big rival game between the 49ers and the Cowboys. There was years of divisional playoff games between the two. Okay, 5 trophies against 5 trophies. So it was always a big competitive game whenever those games were played. So, man, this thing hurts hot. Thing loud. But so yeah, this is like playing for all the marbles, even though there's no marbles to be taken. But these two this game here has always been a big rival game. So we'll see what happens. But so yeah, with the 49ers, their defense is basically they would pretty much hold out in that third and fourth quarter, and they didn't pretty much do anything. So let's talk about our defense real quick. Oh my gosh, y'all! After looking at the 49ers offense, their front line, dude, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. If we don't change it to a 4-3, now mark my word, I'm just telling y'all this right now tonight. You're hearing this tonight. If we do not change that 4-2-5 into a 4-3, an honest 4-3 defense. Let me say that again. If we do not change our 4-2-5 defense into a solid 4-3 defense, that means 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, 2 safeties, 2 corners. If we don't do that this week, it's going to be a long day in Dallas, y'all. And you probably ask me, why, Gary, why do you say that it's going to be a long day? Let me tell you what these guys do. On the offensive side of the ball, the 49ers will line 6 men on the line on their offense. They will line 7 men on the line to block. Then they'll have a full back in the backfield with the running back. That's all I'm going to say. Versus our 4 down linemen, our 2 linebackers, and 5 DBs. These guys come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the quarterback. Then they'll have this guy come in motion. That's 7. Then you have the fullback. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then they have a receiver out here. And then here we are. Here we are. That's a defensive man. That's a defensive man. That's a defensive man. That's a defensive man. And then here's our 2 linebackers. Can y'all see that? See? I hope y'all can see that. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can see that. Hold on. I want to see. Can y'all see that? Let me fix my light. I want y'all to see that. So, yeah. Just like this. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 8 guys that's going to block. How many? Yeah. 4 in front. So what that's going to do, he'll release, block him. He'll block this guy. This guy will kick him out. He'll release downfield and pick up somebody. This guy will pick up this guy right here. This guy will probably pick him up right here. And this guy will take him right here. So that means, and then this guy's going to lead outside. And guess what? He's going to spin around, give him the ball, and he's going to run right there with him. And all this will be at the mercy of the 49ers. Y'all think I'm playing. This is what they doing. Let me get my light back. I kid you not. That is what they do on their front line. They bring 6, 7 on the front line, and they'll have their receivers in tight. They won't play them out wide. I'm telling y'all what I know. The receivers going to be in tight. And sometimes they'll block. Sometimes they'll go out. And Monster, if we don't contain that man at the first level, if that guy in McKinnon, I think that's the other one, McKinnon, what's this guy's name? Yeah, I think it's Mostert. We got to contain Mostert. If we do not contain Mostert, but what I just showed you guys, these guys going to come with 6-man fronts. They're going to come with a 7-man front, and they're going to come with a lead blocker against the 4 down lineman we got and 2 linebackers. And again, you're going to say Jalen Smith is is playing bad. You're going to say Van Der Esch that lost a step, and you're going to say where's Randy Gregory and where's Alden Smith? D. Lawrence, he ain't playing worth nothing. The interior is bad. No, it's not our players. It's the scheme that we're running. And if we come out here with this punk ass 4-2-5, it's a wrap, y'all. It's a wrap. And the only way we're going to beat that is we're going to have to come with some delayed blitzes. We got to bring an extra man up on the line. We got to come with some delayed blitzes with a zone, because, like I say, the routes that these receivers run is not the best. I mean, I don't kind of, the offensive coordinator, he's not that good. And then when you got this quarterback. So again, what I'm saying is we have to apply pressure on Mullen. Mullen, he will mess up. He don't have the strongest arm, and he's not really that good. So we have to bring pressure. We have to bring pressure on Mullins. Even if we disguise it with a delayed blitz, but we cannot let Mullins just sit back there. I promise you. So yeah, we definitely have to bring some pressure, but also we have to use the 4-3 defense in order to stop the bleeding. If we do not run the 4-3, I promise you, we're gonna bleed out. We're gonna bleed out. You know, because what's going to have to happen, we're going to have to be able to match up with their personnel. If they bring 6, we're going to have to bring 6. Maybe 7, however you're going to do it, but you cannot be outnumbered with their offensive line against our 4 defensive line. It's I promise you. So we'll see how, oh my gosh, Mike Nolan's not going to change, but y'all get ready. So they like to run the trips. They run trips, and what I mean by trips, they run 3 receivers on one side. Okay, that's what that means. When I call trips, for those that don't know what trips is about. That's just with 3 receivers on one side. So, and what's going to have to happen, man? They're going to have to. And now, before I say this, let me give you my lineup against this offense that we're facing. Now, y'all just hear me out on this against this game. Because what we're going to do, we're going to allow our defensive linemen to pin their ears back and play some football. Yeah. That's exactly what I put down here. We're going to have to allow our front line to pass rush. Don't worry much about the run, but we have to get penetration through that front line. So here's my starting lineup for Sunday, guys. On this side, which is my left side, your right side if you're facing me, which basically would be DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence right here at defensive end. Check out this funky, nasty defensive lineup I'm finna give y'all. And y'all tell me if y'all agree with it. DeMarcus Lawrence, Aldon Smith, Terrence Crawford, Tyrone Crawford, whatever, Terrence Crawford, and Randy Gregory. That's your front 4. Van Der Esch in the middle linebacker. Jalen Smith on your strong side. Now you put Jalen Smith on your weak side so he can bring that blitz pressure. He can line up. See what I'm saying? Now you can bring Jalen Smith to bring that pressure. And still, you see what I'm saying, made it like a 5-man front, 5-2. You know what I'm saying? So you can do that. Slide him up, let him play the weak side. Have Sean Lee on the strong side, Van Der Esch in the middle. Chido Weezy, I think we're going to get Trayvon Diggs back. We'll have Darren Thompson. I think we're going to get Donovan Wilson back. If not, I don't know, but we'll have Darren Thompson and we'll have Xavier Woods. And you run 2 plays out of that zone. DeMarcus Lawrence, Aldon Smith at the defensive tackle, Terrence Crawford, Randy Gregory. You got to have that package. And if Sean Lee can't do it, you got Joe Thomas. You're going to have to run a 4-3 against these guys. So, what y'all think about that lineup? But again, our best defense is going to be our offense. Quick passes, move the chain. Screen passes, move the chain. Hit him with a couple of runs. And I say the defensive line, they're average. They're not nothing to write home about. But I'm more concerned about their offensive line and what they do. So there it is, guys. Just wanted to come in here and do our midweek game strategy plan for Sunday. And if we plan on winning, they better listen to me. I'm just telling you, because this is, do or die. We can't lose anymore. Because right now, Washington's sitting ahead, and basically they are in the lead right now. But they have to win out. And so do we. We can't lose one. We lose one, we out of there. That was the slim chance we had. But if we lose one, it's a done deal. Okay. But anyway, guys, I'm not gonna hold y'all any longer. I appreciate y'all taking time and spending time with me on a Wednesday night as we prepare to get ready for this Sunday game, high noon. Because we've been moved from the prime time game. So we playing at 12. Woo, I know that hurt. That hurt Jerry. Ooh, man, you stepped all on his toes. But hey, to be the best, you got to beat the best. And right now, we are not the best. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later, man. Y'all have a great rest of the night and rest of the week. And we'll see y'all on Sunday. Deuces.